All right, we are looking live at Wachovia Center here. We are joined by, of course, Tim Bonacci, who's a much shorter man, actually. And Mike Pursuta. Thank you, Mike. Who's much taller. Guys, I really appreciate you joining us tonight. And we will have some people, if you're out there watching this, feel free to type in your questions and we'll get it right to them. Mike, starting with you. The Penguins here. Has anybody in this series particularly surpassed any of your expectations as to where they were in the regular season and just completely?
No, I think the team really grasped the defensive concept and fucking team defense.
Right.
Not just the pairs, but the forwards coming back, facilitating those smooth breakouts that allows them to maintain puck possession. That kicked in around February-ish.
Gotcha.
And they've been a pretty solid team. They're hard to beat ever since then. They're doing what they thought they could do in this series. They're trapping the Flyers silly. Really, Marc-Andre Fleury's the only guy who's kind of a question mark because he hasn't had to do all that much.
Right, that's amazing to me. That's an amazing thing to me. This team with superior talent is sort of playing the way a team like an 8 seed would play against a 1. There is in this trapping. Usually you don't see the team with, I think, superior talent playing that style necessarily.
Yeah, the misnomer about Pittsburgh is I think people still have a tendency to look at the star power. Oh, what about Sidney Crosby? What about Evgeny Malkin? What about Sergei Gonchar? The Penguins, I don't know, I went to bed one night, they were a bunch of individuals. I woke up the next morning, and they've become a team. And you're seeing the results 11-1 in the postseason.
That's amazing, absolutely. Well, Tim, what are your thoughts?
I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised,
I'm not
right?
surprised. What I am surprised is that the Flyers haven't got any secondary scoring this series. I mean, we saw
none whatsoever, right?
what has happened in the previous 2 series. The Flyers can't get anything going. It's kind of a disappointing thing for Flyer fans because they should be able to do a little bit more than they are right now. Even given with the fact that Timonen and Coburn are out of the line.
Right, exactly. Question for Mike. Mike, question here from Dan in Pittsburgh. Dan in Pittsburgh wants to know, is this? Okay, he's just saying, is this the best defense this Penguins team can play? Are they playing at the top of their game?
Yeah, I would say they are. You can't do much better than 11-1. I think what makes them dangerous and a contender to win it all is that they have so much offensive talent up front. If Malkin's having an off night, Crosby scores. If Crosby's not scoring, it's Marian Hossa. If those guys aren't doing it, somebody generates something on the power play. And again, very tough to score against for the last 2-3 months. They're going to have a shot if they get to the final.
I agree. Tim, is this what can the Flyers do? Is there something tonight that they can do? I mean, we've talked about this a lot. They need to get a forward check going.
They're going to get the puck out. They're going to get the puck past Penguins. Trap, and I tell you, if it means throwing it over the shoulders, do that, but they got to get people into the zone. I mean, if they can get something going into the zone, get a forecheck, they might have a chance. I mean, this is a really uphill battle. They got to win 4 in a row. You know, there's no margin for error. They haven't had margin for error since the series began, technically, because every pass, bad pass, or every turnover seems to be ending up as a breakaway the other end or an odd man rush the other way. I mean, it's probably the worst the Flyers have looked in a while, but it's just that they're not playing with any kind of confidence.
Well, and you got to give Pittsburgh credit, too, on that. I mean, they're making them look pretty bad.
And it's a stunning turnaround from what we saw in the other series.
I agree.
And the Flyers have such a simple breakdown in the last series, and now they can't do anything.
They don't have a transition game. Someone wants to know, Tim, if you'll shave your mustache if they lose.
No. No, I actually have something growing here today.
Mike, is this a playoff beard?
No, this is starts after the Steelers training camp. It's September beard, and it'll come off before Steelers training camp starts in July.
Very nice. All right, guys, thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in Pittsburgh either this series or next, Mike.
So,
thank you very much. Thanks, Timmy.
See ya.
All right, guys, talk to you soon.